Good day, I'm Jennifer Marquez. We are the UX Beat. So together with my group mates, Anthony Katindig, John Paul Asa, and Angelo Españo, we are going to present our payroll system. So let's start with the login page. So we have two users, the admin and the employees. They can log in using the valid email and password. They can also click the remember me if the user wants to be signed in automatically. So let's log in as admin. So I will explain how the dashboard works. On the dashboard, you can see multiple sections that contains real-time reports. First are the total employees. It represents the number of employees. So every time an employee is added or removed, this number will be updated. Also, the number of former employees is also shown below. Next is the employees leave. The following number represent approved leaves of employees. Below is the number of pending request leave of employees. Next is the projects. It represents the total number of projects that needed to be accomplished. Below is the number of upcoming projects. Next is the loan. It represents the total number of employees who taken out a loan. Below is the number of loan applications requested by the employees. So next is we can also see in the dashboard the running projects that needed to be accomplished. The project's title is shown here. Also the start date and the end date of the projects. And the to-do list, so every time the task is completed, it will be crossed out here. Lastly, the list of holidays is also shown here. So that's all for the dashboard.
Next is the organization page. We have department and designation. First is department. Here you can add the department, and for example, we will add the department of UXP, then save, and it will shown in department list. There, as you can see. Next is designation. In here, we can add a designation or position of the employee. For example, you exit employee, save, and we will, we can see that you exit employee in designation list. Next is employees. In employees, we have three page employees, disciplinary, and inactive user. First is employees. In here, you can add an employee, and there you can, for example, the first name, last name, employee code, department, and designation, role, gender, blood group, NID, contact number, date of birth, and the date of joining, date of leaving, username, email, and um, their profile picture, and save. So we have now the employees name shown here. Okay. Here, sample name. Sample now one name. So let's go to see disciplinary. In this page, you will see we can also add disciplinary if the employee, for example, they are inactive or yeah, writing warning, title, example, warning, the details, submit. Then next is oh sorry, inactive user. Inactive user, you can edit if the employee is active or inactive. For example, the employee is inactive, and let's see. Then so, there you will see the employee is silent.
So the next module is the attendance. So for attendance, we have the attendance list, option for adding an attendance, and the attendance report. So first is the attendance list. So as we can see, here are the employee name, their PIN, the date of the attendance, the sign-in time and sign-out time, and the total number of working hour that they have worked. We can also edit that particular attendance. So this attendance can be copied, converted into a CSV file or Excel, also into a PDF, or we can also print this attendance. So there are two options. First, for adding attendance, first is the add a single attendance and add bulk attendance. So for add bulk attendance, we need a Excel file for of the attendance of the employees. So we will just use for now the add attendance. So for the add attendance, we need to enter the name of the employee. So for example, the employee that we have just created, the sample one name. So date is today, May 28, 2022. And then, so for the sign-in time, let's put, for example, is 1 p.m. And then sign-out time is 7 p.m. So the place, we can also edit it if the employee work on office or in field. So let's put for now office and then click submit. So as we can see, it automatically updated the attendance list. So once we go back to the attendance list, we can now see that particular attendance. So here it is, and the number of working hour is 6.0. So for attendance report, we can choose from date range. So for example, we will input May 27 to May 28. And then employee is the employee that we have just created. So it will automatically show the full attendance report for that particular employee. So for example, this sample one name worked for 6 hours in 1 day. So next is the leave. So in leave, first in the leave module, we can see the list of holidays. So this list of holidays are all Philippine days. So first, this list can also be copied, converted into CSV, Excel, PDF, and can also printed. We can also edit these holidays and delete this. For example, All Souls and Saints Day, we can edit the name of the holiday, the start date, and the end date for that particular holiday. So what we are going to do now is uh, the leave type. So a holiday first. So we will add a sample holiday, and then start day, let's say for the month of June, June 1, and then we'll end on June 1 also. And then submit. So it will automatically add the new holiday. So here it is, the sample holiday. So next is the leave type. So leave type, we can add a leave type, or we can just simply edit a leave. So in leave type, the leave ID is shown, the leave type, for example, casual leave, sick leave, paternity leave, etc., etc., and the number of days for those leaves, leave types. So same as the other list, it can also be copied, converted, and can be printed. So what we are going to do, we will try to add a leave type. So for example, the leave name is sample leave. So day is the number of days, let's say 2, and then status is active. Then it is now automatically added to the list. So here it is, the sample leave, 2 days, number 11. So leave application, for the leave application, uh, admins can also apply for leave in the add application button. But as we can see in the leave application list, we can see the pending leave application. So for example, this leave application, we can either approve or reject this leave application. So for now, we will approve this leave application, and it is now successfully updated. So once it reload, there are no more pending leave application. So in earned leave, so earned leave are the leaves that are assigned by admin to an employee. So for example, let's try adding a leave to this employee. So start date, let's say today, and then we'll end tomorrow. So May 20. Then submit. So here it is. So total number of the assigned earned leave for them is 8 hours. So we can also edit that leave for the assignment of leave. So next is the report. So report list, we can choose a month for the leave of the month which has leaves. So for example, for the month of May, we may select all employee, and we will see all of the leave for this month. So here it is. The total number of the leaves for this month is 3. So these are those employees. And then, so that's all for the attendance and leave. So next is the payroll.
Here in payroll, you will see here the payroll list, general payslip, and payslip report. First is payroll list. Here in the payroll list, you can find here the employee records and other. And you can print the record of each employee, and you can print all records of employee. Next is generate payslip. Here in the generate payslip, you can see the employee salary arrangement, and you can reduce the employee salary based on their performance and absence or leave. And in payslip report, you will find here all the payslip report, and you can print the full and detailed payslip of each employee.
So next is we will try to log out and then log in the created user to apply leave. So first, let's use that email sample1@gmail.com. Uh, and then oh no, so wrong password. So let's try to use another account. So here's that employee. So an employee can also log into the system and it will view the employee panel. So first, the employee can change their password. So they will need to input their old password and then the new password and confirm the password. So employees can also see the holidays set by the admin. So these are the all of those holidays. And then they can also apply for a leave. So let's try to apply for a leave. So select leave. Let's say uh, optional leave. And then we can see the number of the total leave available, so 0. So this user cannot anymore uh, apply for leave for that particular leave. So for sick leave, he has a remaining 14 days of 15 for the sick leave. So for the leave duration, we can either choose hourly, full day, or above a day. So let's just say full day. So full day is today. So next is example, let's say sample reason. Then submit. So once it is submitted, it will be automatically added to the list of the leaves of that particular employee. So leave sheet. So these are the leave made by this employee. These leaves are already approved by the admin. So once the leave application that we made here is approved, it will be also shown here in the leave sheet. So now let's go back to the admin account. So here it is, then password. So we can go to the leave application. So as we can see, there are pending leave application. So this is the leave that we have just made. So we will try to approve it. I think there was an error. Let's try to reload. So yeah, it is now been approved. And once we go to the report, we can see the month of May on the employee. So here it is, the new leave that we have received. So I think that's all for our system, and thank you for listening.